My name is Muhammad Maqbool. We will talk about inspection of pharmaceutical manufacturers. Outlines inspection and what is the aim from it. General considerations on inspection planning and preparations, inspection steps, final meeting, inspection report. What is meant by inspection? Inspection is a part of drug quality assurance system. The International Standards Organization (ISO) has defined quality audit as a systemic and independent examination to determine whether quality activities and related results comply with the planned arrangements and whether these arrangements are implemented effectively or not. The aim of inspection is 1. To enforce good manufacturing practice compliance. 2. Make confidence in GMP and the quality assurance system. 3. Monitoring the improvement. 4. To provide authorization for the manufacture of specific pharmaceutical products, usually in relation to an application for marketing authorization. 5. Determine the measures that should be improved as operations and procedures, premises and equipment, personnel and environment. General considerations on inspection. The inspector should take into consideration the protection of the public health in accordance with community provision. Inspectors should strive to create positive atmosphere during the inspection. Inspectors should determine whether the various elements within the quality assurance system are effective and suitable for achieving compliance with GMP principles. Inspection may cause disturbance to the work patterns in the company, so inspectors should be careful to not make the products at a risk and do their work in a planned way. Inspectors should ensure the adherence by the manufacturers to GMP principles and guidelines, including licensing provisions, marketing and manufacturing authorization. Inspectors should be aware of his influence in decision making and avoid entering the role of consultant during answering the questions. The role of inspector shouldn't limit to the disclosure of the faults and deficiencies, but should contain motivating and educational items.
Inspection planning and preparation. Planning the sequence of an inspection and elaborate a program is the responsibility of competent authority. This program should ensure the frequency of inspection of individual manufacturers can be adhered to be as planned. The planning and inspections should be performed according to community procedures. This preparation includes assessment of a site master file, a review of products manufactured or imported by the company, a review of the report from previous inspection, a review of any variation to the manufacturer authorization, a review of a product recall initiated since the previous inspection, an examination of relevant product defect since the previous inspection, a review of the analysis of any sample analyzed since the previous inspection, a review of any special standards or guidelines associated with the site to be inspected, a review of information available in regulatory databases, a review of significant changes to equipment, processes, and key personnel. The inspection plan should include the objectives and the scope, identification of people, identification of the inspection team members, the data in place, the schedule for the final meetings, the approximate schedule. Inspection steps. Announcement of inspection. Authorities have the right to inspect at any time. They also can give prior announcement of inspection. Opening meeting. Inspectors should normally meet the management and the key personnel of the company to outline the purpose of the inspection. Inspection of plant facilities. Rapid plant tour is often useful for familiarization with the site and any major changes. Review of documentation. The whole system of documentation, procedures, and records covering the different production, quality control, and distribution operation should be checked by examining particular examples.
A general GMP inspection, in order to assess compliance with the terms and conditions of the manufacturing authorization, include examination of the following: conformity, quality management, personnel, permits and equipment, production, quality control, contract manufacture and analysis. Operations contracted out and the responsibility of the different parts should be clearly identified. Compliance and product recall. The system for recording and reviewing compliance as well as the system for recalling batches of medicinal products from within and outside the member state should be examined during the inspection. Self-inspection. The system for performing self-inspections in the company should be examined, although the reports themselves shouldn't normally be read by inspector. Final meeting. When the inspection has been completed, the inspector should summarize the finding in the final meeting with the president of the company. The final meeting is a significant part of the inspection. The defects observed during the inspection should be discussed. In case of serious defect leading to possible serious risk for patient, immediate action should be taken by the inspector. The inspection report should be based on notes taken during the inspection. These notes should be clear and legible. The inspection report should give a short description of the company and its activities. The report should be in line with the community format of the GMP inspection report.
Thank you.